Hello, Fundamentals of Biology students in my Spring 2023 online class. My name is Kara Johnson and I'm your instructor this semester. I'm looking forward to everyone learning a lot and having some fun along the way, and I think it's going to be a great semester. So I wanted to welcome you and give you some information that will help you to get off to a smooth start in the course. So for the course, we will be using two different digital resources. One is for your lecture material, and I'm going to pull your syllabus over here to show you, and that is going to be in Pearson. It's Pearson, MyLab, and Mastering. And then the other one is published by McGraw-Hill, and that will have your virtual labs. Almost all, but not every single one, but most of your labs will be through McGraw-Hill. There are some times when I have labs that are what I like to call kitchen labs, where you'll actually purchase a few supplies and complete a lab activity at your house. And so you'll need to make sure that you get access to both of these. I have links in your course shell, which I'm going to move this out of the way for now. I have links in your course shell that you can click on to get access to those. And so if you go into your course materials, and this is your Blackboard course shell for Fundamentals of Biology, and you can click on any of the links that you find in here, the Pearson eText, or if you go into week 1, we have a couple different ones. And if you click on those, it'll give you the option to either register with your code that you purchased either online or through the bookstore. That's option 1 if you've already purchased access. Option 2 is you can purchase it on the spot. If you haven't purchased it yet, you can just click on that link and you can get registered and you can go ahead and purchase your access for the semester. The third option is if you are waiting on financial aid to come in or whatever, a paycheck, and you're not ready to pay for the access just yet, you can get a free 2-week access to that. And then once you get ready to purchase your access, it's a seamless transition. So when you are doing this, I'll remind you again in a minute, but make sure that you use the same first and last name as how you're registered in UACCM so that I can pull your grades over without a problem. Okay, so that is the first one. The second thing that you're going to need access to, I'm going to go back in here to the getting ready for biology, is you are going to need to access your virtual labs and Connect. Many of you are probably familiar with Connect, so you can click on this link and it'll do the same thing. It'll take you to my course and it will give you those 3 options, either to put in your code and sign up, to purchase a code, or to get the 2-week free access that you can then transfer to a permanent access code later. So those are the 2 digital resources. If you have questions about that, please shoot me a message and I'll be happy to help you. Okay, so that's the first part of what I wanted to go over. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is I just wanted to talk about your syllabus. And so I'm going to go back. You can access it here, or you can go through syllabus and important information. And so you have your syllabus for the course, and then I also have a schedule here. And so I'm going to go through the syllabus first. So once you click on that link, it'll download this Word file. And I have at the beginning, my office location, my office phone number, my office hours, and then should have, I know my email address is on here somewhere. Oh, my email address is right here. So the very best way to reach me is by email. You're also welcome to show up in person during my office hours or call me during my office hours. But if you email me, I try my very best to get back to you within by the end of the next business day. So if you email me on a Monday, I'll try to get back to you by the end of the day, Tuesday. If you email me over the weekend, I will try to get back to you by the end of the day on Monday. unless it's a holiday or something like that. Okay, so, and make sure when you're emailing me to use your official UACCM email, and then also it's better if you email me through your regular email account and not through Blackboard. Blackboard, for whatever reason, doesn't give me notifications, and so sometimes I don't see those right away. I have to hunt for them. All right, so that's all covered, and I want to make sure that you go through this syllabus thoroughly because there is a quiz. That's one of your first assignments this week is a syllabus quiz, and I'll show you where all that is in a little bit. So we have our learning outcomes. It is an ACTS transfer course. And then I have the point breakdown, and so the assignments that you're going to have in here, assignments are lecture assignments that are associated with the chapters we cover. I will often include recorded lectures for you to help you with content, and then the assignments are in Pearson, and they're called dynamic study modules, and then I have quizzes in there. They're usually around 10 or so questions. And so those are the assignments will be 10 points. The quizzes will be 10 points. I also have some discussions that are through Blackboard. Very important for the discussions. You need to not only make an original post, you also need to respond to 2 posts from your classmates in order to get the full credit. A lot of people miss that in the syllabus and in the discussion assignments and are unhappy when they don't get all their points. So make sure to follow the instructions on that. We will have 4 lecture exams. They're 100 points apiece. We will have about 10 lab assignments worth 10 points apiece. Like I said, most of those will be in the McGraw-Hill Connect virtual labs, and then we will have 2 lab exams or lab tests worth 100 points apiece, and then in addition we will have a field lab notebook, which is a semester-long project. It will boost your grade if you take my advice and start early, and then make sure to follow all the instructions on it. And that is worth 100 points, just like your lecture exams. And finally, you have a comprehensive final exam. It's worth 20% of your grade. It's worth 280 points. And that is going to be in Blackboard using Respond as Lockdown Browser and Web Monitor. And it is going to open Thursday, May 11th, and you will need to submit it by Monday, May 15th. Now, all of the other assignments in the course, from assignments down to the lab exams, you can always count on those being due on the Saturday during the week that they're assigned by 11:59 p.m. The field lab notebook will also be due on a Saturday, but it is not during the week in which it's assigned because it's a semester-long project. The comprehensive final, you need to make sure and put that down on your calendar that it's due at 5 p.m. on Monday, May 15th, and that's all in here. Okay, so I have descriptions of your assignments. You're welcome to look at those to get more details. I have the due date for the field lab notebook. It's Saturday, April 29th at 11:59 p.m. And then I really wanted to point out, this is an online class, and I know when we think about online classes, a lot of us think about working at our own pace and not having to be in a face-to-face environment, and that's all fine, but I do have your assignments broken up weekly and in Blackboard, and also in your course schedule I have the assignments that are due each week, and I will take attendance weekly. So in order to be counted present for that week, I take attendance on a Monday, you'll have needed to submit at least one assignment the previous Saturday. And so according to our policy at UACCM, if you have a failing grade, which is below 60%, and have missed 2 weeks worth of class, which in this class will be 2 absences, 2 weeks worth of work, then you will be automatically withdrawn or dropped from the class, and you'll have to appeal to get back in. So make sure to stay on top of your work to avoid that from happening. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the syllabus. Just make sure that you're aware we have that quiz this week. And so now I'm going to go, all of your assignments are going to be under course materials, and I'm still building the rest of the semester. I should have the rest of it up in short order, but I have this link to your e-textbook. You can, I believe, purchase a hard copy, which will be loose leaf to go in a 3-ring binder. You can purchase a copy of that book, or there's an option on the Pearson website to purchase a copy of the PDF that you can print and put in a binder. Otherwise, you can use the e-text. And once you get registered, when you click on this, you can go to the chapter. I do recommend reading the chapter each week, and I have a reading assignment in each week to kind of remind you to keep up with your reading. And so this will line up, like I said, with your course schedule, and this is just showing you what's due this week. I do want you to go ahead and do this welcome to Mastering Biology. That'll kind of get you oriented, and then this assignment right here should be a free 10 points. It's just a little assignment to orient you in those dynamic study modules and how they work. Those are your chapter assignments. We also have an introductory discussion. It'll go live at midnight tonight, and I have a little bit about myself in there, and then if you could each tell us something about yourselves and respond to 2 classmates' posts, you'll get your points for the discussion. And then finally, the last thing that's going to be due this week is the syllabus quiz, and that you're welcome to. I didn't put a time limit on it or any type of proctoring. You're welcome. My intention is for you to thoroughly go through that syllabus, so you're welcome to either print or have your syllabus up while you go through that quiz. So those are the assignments for this week. Like I said, next week we'll jump into our actual biology content, and here I have a lecture recording for chapter 1. I always will put the PowerPoints. I kind of have it out of order, it looks like, and I don't have all the assignments pulled in, but I include some extra resources, videos, and things like that. And I will have, here's your lab that I have linked. Oh, here it is. And then this is new that I did to help me stay organized, but I have your Pearson assignments all in one folder. And then I think that it works best if you access your weekly Pearson assignments through Blackboard so that you don't end up doing something that was unintentional. And so let's see, I have your reading assignment, your chapter 1 dynamic study module, your chapter 1 quiz, and then your chapter 2 reading assignment and study module and quiz. Now, I have these all open right now, so if you want to get a jump start and start on chapter 1 this week, that'll put you in a good position next week for kind of not having quite as much of a crunch in terms of what to do. So I think that's really all that I wanted to tell you today, but I am more than happy to answer any questions from you. I know with the online format, sometimes it feels like it's really can be hard to have access to your instructor, so I do really try hard to be accessible to my students. So if you send me an email and you don't hear back from me, please try me again, or just say, oh, Miss Johnson, did you receive my email? And I'll make sure and get back to you. I never have a problem answering any questions. And the one last thing that I do want to kind of remind you is that when you are dealing with your school stuff, you want to conduct yourself in a professional manner. So whether you're talking to me over the phone, whether you're responding to a classmate on the discussion forum, or whether you're emailing me or any of your other instructors, please use your manners. We call it netiquette, but be very polite, and if in doubt, err on the side of being extra polite. I always say, dear so-and-so, and thank you, Miss Johnson, or depending on who I'm talking to, thank you, Kara Johnson. So I expect that courtesy from you as well. So don't forget your manners. All right, I hope it's a great semester, and I look forward to interacting with you this semester. Thank you for listening.